MotorWeek is made possible by Auto Value and Bumper to Bumper and TireRack.com.
The 2022 arrival of the Hyundai Ioniq 5 was a clear signal that Hyundai was serious about EVs. And while this pixel-packed performer is off to a great start, updates come quickly in the tech world. So for 2025, Hyundai is upgrading the Ioniq 5 yet again, while also adding a new member to the family. The Hyundai Ioniq 5 has seen yearly updates since it arrived 3 years ago, but 2025 sees the most significant retrofits yet. Anytime we're talking EVs, the conversation usually starts with range, and there has been an increase for both standard and long-range models as both of the Ioniq 5's available batteries get an increase in capacity for 25. Standard capacity climbs from 58 to 63 kilowatt-hour, while the long range goes from 77.4 to 84 kilowatt-hour, boosting travels to as many as 318 miles. Power numbers do not change, stretching from 168 horsepower in the standard range rear-wheel drive to 320 horsepower with dual-motor all-wheel drive. Already one of the fastest charging EVs out there, getting to 80% in just 20 minutes with 250 kilowatt fast charging, the Ioniq 5 will be the first Hyundai to come equipped with a North American charging standard port that will give it access to over 17,000 Tesla superchargers. Other updates include more standard features, redesigned HVAC controls, a new steering wheel, a larger center console that includes some additional physical buttons, and additional safety features, plus an upgraded infotainment setup with navigation for the 12.3-inch touchscreen. But bigger news is the Ioniq 5 joins Hyundai's XRT family of off-road inspired rides for 25. That means all-wheel drive is standard. Ground clearance has been increased by almost an inch. There are unique 18-inch wheels wrapped in aggressive all-terrain tires. Logos have been blacked out, and some pseudo-camo trim has been applied to the fascias and lower body. The XRT comes exclusively with the long-range battery, giving it an official rating of 259 miles. But we saw as many as 326 available in the gauge display, and indeed we're on pace for 290 miles in our driving loop. We describe the ride quality as firm but polished, and while we wouldn't consider it a true off-roader, it's certainly capable of conquering any situation the Santa Fe or any other Hyundai crossover can handle. At the test track, this XRT didn't deliver the extreme kick-you-in-the-back propulsion we've experienced in many EVs, but there was a decent jump off the line and steady power delivery that got us to 60 in just 4.6 seconds and through the quarter mile in 13.3 at 102 miles per hour. That's the same 0 to 60 time we got in the original. But despite sitting higher off the ground, the XRT was actually a tenth quicker in the quarter mile, perhaps due to those new aerodynamic improvements. Top speed remains limited to 115 miles per hour. The XRT's handling experience was a much bigger departure from previous Ioniq 5s at the track, as we struggled to find grip through our cone course with the all-terrain tires. But steering was light and there was very little body roll. That search for grip continued in our braking test, where we slid to stops from 60 and a still reasonable 119 feet with minimal fade and very little nosedive. Using 36 kilowatt-hour of electricity per 100 miles, the XRT earns a good efficiency rating. Our XRT slots in between the luxury-minded Limited and performance-oriented N, with a current starting price of $57,100. But to counter the ending of federal EV tax credits, Hyundai has implemented significant price cuts and incentives of their own. When 2026 models arrive, the base Ioniq 5 SE that currently stickers for $44,200 will start at $36,600. While we appreciate the more trendy look of the XRT, unless you actually plan on hitting the trail or want to look like you might, for the best street manners, our advice is to stick with one of the other Ioniq 5 trims. The 2025 Hyundai Ioniq 5 is now built in Georgia, the state, not the country, and remains one of the best EV buys out there, regardless of segment or price point.
The MotorWeek app, which includes our latest reviews and feature stories, is now available for mobile devices.